And bail has not been granted to Ashwani Biswas. The family will move a bail application day after tomorrow. That's the information coming in. At the moment, the courts have not granted bail to Ashwani Biswas. And in fact, the question, of course, coming in is whether the family at least has been demanding that she be granted bail. And at this point of time, that has not yet come in. Let's go across. Sabyasachi, who's been reporting on this story for the past several days. Sabyasachi, take us through what exactly transpired in the court. What were the arguments? And finally, now the court deciding that bail is not going to be granted. What's the next course of action?
Well, absolutely. The family was very hopeful that Ashwani Biswas will get bail today. And they also told the court that if she is granted bail, then the family would move her to an undisclosed location, looking at the safety concern, because continuously there's a threat to her as well as her family. But clearly the court denied bail, and the family decided the family will move the bail application day after tomorrow.
All right, let's go across to Tanushri now, who's also joining us from on ground. Tanushri, take us through what's happening on ground at the moment. Take us through what the family members' reaction is.
Well, right now we are outside the Baharampur Judges Court and the bail has been denied. Now what we are getting to know from the sources is the state government's lawyer has given in a submission stating that there is a security concern if she is granted bail today, and it is not the security concern of anybody else but Ashwani Biswas herself, which is why the state government had had stated that bail not be granted. They had moved for that, stating a risk in her life, so which is why the bail was not granted by the court today. We also know that yesterday the matter had been brought up in Calcutta High Court in the Chief Justice's division bench, and the Chief Justice had asked the Advocate General to look into the matter, and the Advocate General had clearly stated that sometimes it is not because of a crime being committed, but it is because of the safety of the life of one individual that the person is kept behind bars, and this is one such case, that is Ashwani Biswas. Today, after the hearing was over, I spoke to her uncle, and her uncle has totally broken down. He has stated that they were very hopeful that she would get bail today and they would take her back to an undisclosed location, but now they are not hopeful. They would be moving to a higher court most likely after discussing with their lawyers. But today, as her uncle has stated, they've already moved the women and the children of the house to an undisclosed location, and now her uncles and her father would also be moving to an undisclosed location.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates on that story. For the moment.